Good morning, kings and queens, and welcome back to Kings and Queens Manifested. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed Sunday, and welcome here. We're going to do Soulful Sunday, okay? So, today I want to talk about rejection. Let's talk about being rejected. Let's talk about how it makes us feel. Let's talk about the emotions that is set in when it happens. And let's talk about ways to recover from it, okay? So, what I want to first start off with is the question of, have you ever been rejected and how did it make you feel? Well, first of all of us have been rejected at some point, sometime in life, whether it be by a job, whether it be by a person, whether it be by family, anything, whatever you feel rejected by. Let's talk about how, when, and what, okay? So, a lot of us, like I said, have been through rejection, okay? A lot of us have experienced it, okay? There's plenty of examples out there, like, say, for example, if you were in a relationship with someone and that person just made you feel rejected in so many ways, made you feel neglected, made you feel unwanted, made you feel like you just weren't worth anything. Yeah, all of us have been there before. Sometimes rejection is very hard to accept, but a lot of us don't understand that rejection is actually a blessing in disguise. And what I mean by that is sometimes we're rejected because that's God's protection against us or against whatever is trying to present itself to you. So, for example, say if you apply for this job, you ended up getting turned down, right? So, obviously you have the feeling of feeling like, why weren't you chosen? What was it about you that made you unqualified for that position? But think of it this way. Maybe you were rejected because something terrible ended up happening with that business. Maybe that business is about to close down pretty soon. Maybe something dangerous is about to happen on the job to whoever applies for that position. Maybe that position is just not for you and God already knows that. So God made it to where it was blocked. Sometimes we have to see things happening to us as a gift. You know how, say for example, your car broke down or whatever, okay? And you really wanted to go to a specific place. But because your car broke down, you can't get to that place. Now, what if there was an accident heading to that place? Think about it. You didn't, you weren't in that accident. You were not going to be involved in that accident because you had car trouble. So sometimes like I said, you have to see things as being a blessing. Yes, sometimes we may feel like we're not worth much just because we were rejected. Just because we were rejected does not mean you weren't worth it. It means that it wasn't for you. It means that there's something better out there for you, a better opportunity, a better person, a better gift. There's something always better for you. So from this point forward, take rejection as God's protection. Take it as being something that was meant for you to happen. Sometimes the universe and higher powers, they cause us to have tower moments so that we can better ourselves, so that we can start new beginnings and new cycles. Sometimes those things happen because there's something way better that we didn't expect to be there. So yes, of course, your emotions will come with rejection. That's pretty normal, but it's okay to feel the way you feel. But when you're done feeling the way you feel, understand that that's something that's just for you. Okay, so for Soulful Sunday today, I want you guys to see rejection as a blessing in disguise. I want you to see it as a new opportunity, a new door to open. Okay, because when one door closes, another door opens. We all know that saying. So we have to apply that to our actual lives. Okay. So what if you were in a relationship with somebody that just was terrible to you, wasn't for you, showed you that you just wasn't, just made you feel like you wasn't it, made you feel like you weren't worth whatever you were asking for. And say, for example, they went and chose somebody else over you. Guess what? They may have chosen someone else over you, but guess what? God chose you because God protected you from that person. God got you away from that person. God made that person reject you so that you can be protected from whatever tower moment that was going to happen with that person. Okay? God can see things before we see them. The universe knows what's going to happen before we know it. All of these things were predestined to happen. Things happen for a reason. And there's actually a chapter in my book where I discuss that. So I will definitely let y'all know what chapters that's from, and we will do a part 2 for that. So I can definitely do that for you guys because I would love to. Nothing makes me feel better than to help other people through situations that I have been through. You know, I wouldn't be able to help people if I haven't been through these things already. I wouldn't be able to tell anybody how to deal with these things if I haven't been through them myself. People think when you have it all together that you haven't been through anything to get there. No, 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 no. Whether you know it or not, we go through the worst things so that we can overcome it, so that we can tell others how to overcome the same situation. I love you guys. I care about you guys. I care about our mental state. I care about our emotions. I care about just being abundant in every way, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, just grounded. And that's all I'm saying. Also, let's not leave out why other reasons rejection may happen. Sometimes rejection happens because we're not ready for what was given to us. Sometimes rejection happens because we may take things for granted and it's not fit for us at that point in time. Maybe there's something that there's need to be done within ourselves before we can receive. sometimes we also have to look at rejection in that way as well. So it's a protection against us so that we won't self-sabotage or continue to self-sabotage for that matter. You know, sometimes rejection is because we are not prepared for what was offered. Something within us is just not ready for what we were blessed with. So rejection may also happen for that reason as well. These things take quite some time to heal from. I'm not going to say that it doesn't. It takes quite some time to heal from, but it requires strength. It requires you to have strength. So you have to just be willing to heal from these things, willing to move forward, willing to forgive, willing to forget things that are not serving for you, things that were not for your for the better of our good, you know. So I would definitely be for part 2 discussing chapter 4, which is healing from trauma caused by people and events. So that will be from chapter 4 of my book, What's This Mess? More like What's the Message? By me, Andrea Simmons. And that book is also going to be available on Amazon. So if you guys are interested in purchasing it, it will be in the descriptions, the link for it. And then when you press the link, it'll just take you straight to it, and you'll get all the purchasing information right there. Also, if you guys would like to donate to my channel, or donate to any of my progress in my journey, all of my payment informations will be in the description as well. Also, if you guys want to follow any of my other platforms, they will also be in the description as well. And if you guys like my messages, like what you hear, you like the topics that I talk about, and would like to request for me to talk about certain topics, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit your notification bells. And then you guys can also email me. My emails will be in the description as well. I just want to do the best I can to help you guys, to support you guys, and to be of light in the best way I can. So, thank you guys again for tuning in to Kings and Queens Manifested. I love you, my kings and queens, and you guys have a blessed, soulful Sunday.